Hi guys, today we are discussing about top 10 anime where main character is emotionless but strong as hell. So at 10. Mondaiji-tachi ga Isekai kara Kurusu Desu yo? 3 teenagers Izayai Sakamaki, Asuka Kadu, and Yukasukabe receive mysterious letters that transfer them to another fantasy world. This world name is Little Garden. Kurosagi greets the trio and explains to them that they must use their psychic powers. Here, the inhabitants use their beyond human gifts to compete and participate in special high-stakes games. In order to participate, they must first join a community. Hence, the trio starts their journey to discovers the land named Little Garden and tries protecting its resident. 9. Kino no Tabi, the beautiful world. Kino, a 15-year-old traveler, forms a bond with Hermes, a talking motorcycle. Together, they wander the lands and venture through various countries and places, despite having no clear idea of what to expect. After all, life is a journey filled with the unknown. Throughout their journeys, they encounter different kinds of customs, from the morally great to tragic and fascinating. They also meet many people, some who live to work, some who live to make others happy, and some who live to chase their dreams. Thus, in every country they visit, there is always something to learn from the way people carry out their lives. It is not up to Kino or Hermes to decide whether these asserted values are wrong or right, as they merely assume the roles of observers within this small world. They do not attempt to change or influence the places they visit, despite how absurd these values would appear. That's because, in one way or another, they believe things are fine as they are, and that the world is not beautiful, therefore, it is. 8. Codebreaker. While riding the bus one day, Sakurakoji Sakura looks out the window to see a teenager boy burns people alive. His name is Owagami. And he is a codebreaker, one who does not exist. He is a seemingly cold-blooded killer who follows the principle of an eye for an eye, to use evil against evil. Sakura will then focus on trying to stop supernatural assassins from killing morally corrupt people. 7. Phantom, Requiem for the Phantom. Mafia is rife in America where assassinations are a regular occurrence on the streets. Inferno, a mysterious company, is behind most of these dealings through the use of their near invincible human weapon, Phantom. One day, a Japanese tourist accidentally witnesses Phantom's latest murder. Desperate to escape, the tourist hides in a secluded building. However, the leader of Inferno Scythe Master brainwashes of the tourist. Given the name Savai, this once peaceful tourist is now a puppet of Inferno with no memories. Drawn into a world of lies, Savai must fight to survive, hopefully to one day regain his memories and escape from this world. 6. Darker Than Black. One night, as meteors streak across the star-studded sky, Shion Pavlichenko becomes a contractor. Despite her brother's transformation, Shion's twin sister Suo continues to live a fairly ordinary life, attending middle school with her friends and getting caught up in the awkwardness of growing up. However, everything changes when her home is invaded by a masked man cloaked in black, destroying any sense of normality she once had. Revealed to possess latent contractor abilities of her own, Suo is caught between family, friends, and her own sense of purpose as she ventures into the ruthless world of cutthroats and espionage that contractors call home. Meanwhile in Tokyo, investigation surrounding Hell's Gate's sudden collapse is underway, and prophetic signs of doom point in the direction of a silver-haired doll. 5. Oregairu. Hachiman Hyouka is an apathetic high school student with narcissistic and semi-nihilistic tendencies. He firmly believes that joyful youth and everyone who says otherwise is just lying to themselves. In a novel punishment, Hachiman's teacher forces him to join the Volunteer Service Club. Is a club that helping student who seeks their support in achieving their goals. With the only other club member being the beautiful ice queen Yukino Yukinoshita. Hachiman finds himself on the front line of other people's problems, a place he never dreams he would be. Hachiman and Yukino use their wits to solve many students' problems. Will Hachiman's rotten view of society prove to be a hindrance or a tool he can use to his advantage? 4. Hyouka. Energy conservative high school student Hotaru Orki ends up with more than he bargained for when he signs up for the Classics Club at his sister's behest, especially when he realizes how deep the club's history really is. Begrudgingly, Orki is in an investigation concerning the 45-year-old mystery that surrounds the club room. Accompanied by his fellow club members, the knowledgeable Satoshi Fukube, the stern but benign Mayaka Ibara, and the ever-curious Eruchi Tanda, Orki must combat deadlines and lack of information with resourcefulness and hidden talent, in order to not only find the truth buried beneath the dust of works created years before them, but of other small side cases as well. 3. Mahouka Koukou no Rettousei. In the 21st century, magic, long thought to be folklore, became technological and is taught as a technical skill. In First High School, the institution for magicians, students are divided into two groups based on their entrance exam scores. 1. Blooms, those who receive high scores, are in the first course. 2. Weeds are reserve students in the second course. Mahouka Koukou no Rettousei follows the siblings, Tatsuya, and Miyuki Shiba, who is in the first high school. Upon taking the exam, Miyuki is in the first course, while Tatsuya is in the second course. Though his practical test scores and status as a weed show him to be magically inept, he possesses extraordinary technical knowledge, physical combat capabilities, and unique magic techniques, while making Tatsuya the irregular at a magical high school. 2. The Fruit of Grisaia. Yuuji Kazami is a transfer student who has just been admitted into Mihima Academy. He wants to live an ordinary high school life, but this dream of his may not come true any time soon, as Mihima Academy is quite the opposite. Consisting of only the principal and 5 other students, all of whom are girls, Yuuji becomes acquainted with each of them, discovering more about their personalities as socialization is inevitable. Slowly, he begins to learn about the truth behind the small group of students occupying the academy. They each have their own share of traumatic experiences which are tucked away from the world. Mihima Academy acts as a home for these girls. They are the fruit which fell from their trees and have begun to decay. It is up to Yuuji to become the catalyst to save them from themselves, but how can he save another when he cannot even save himself? 1. Classroom of the elite. On the surface, Koudo Ikusei Senior High School is a utopia. The students enjoy an unparalleled amount of freedom, and it is ranked highly in Japan. However, the reality is less than ideal. 4 classes, A through D, are ranked in order of merit, and only the top classes receive favorable treatment. Kiyotaka Ayano Uji is a student of Class D, where the school dumps its worst. There he meets the unsociable Suzune Horikita, who believes she was placed in Class D by mistake and desires to climb all the way to Class A, and the seemingly amicable class idol Kikyo Kushida, whose aim is to make as many friends as possible. While class membership is permanent, class rankings are not. Students in lower ranked classes can rise in rankings if they score better than those in the top ones. Additionally, in Class D, there are no bars on what methods can be used to get ahead. In this cutthroat school, can they prevail against the odds and reach the top? Thank you, that is for today guys. I hope you enjoyed the video.